Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to CRN with the NIS Truck Series here on your beautiful Saturday nights. Tonight we're going to have the NIS Trucks take on Texas here for 167 laps, I do believe, is the total distance. 2 stage breaks throughout this entirety of the run. As you see there, 1 mile and 1.46 mile track. Air temperature is going to be calm, cool, collected of 81 degrees, and then track temperature is going to be 82. 13 mile an hour winds, and a couple of differences for the quarters. 1 and 2, you're going to have to lift a little bit more than what turns at 3 and 4 you would have to do. But I'm going to go ahead and run down our grid here for the night. It's going to be Alexander Russell in P1, Nathan Nicholson in 2nd, Aiden Beerline in 3rd, Eli Childs in 4th, 5th, Brendan Hemmel 6th, Randy Richards 7th, Robert Lawrence 8th, Zach Henry 9th, Clayton White 10th, JJ McCoy 11th, Brenton Hunt 12th, James Harris 13th will be Rodney Pitcock. 14th is going to be Steve Knight. 15th, Stephen Allen. 16th, Casey Ryback. 17th, Blake Tidwell. 19th, Ray Charles Edwards. Green flag is out already. Alexander Russell with the green flag. A button head away to the restart zone to get the race on going. I'm going to bring up that track map up here for you guys as I get the live timing showing here for you as well. Already first one out to the little bit of a lead. Going to be the only one clear. They're going to be 2 wide for the next couple of rows. Nathan Nicholson getting stuck on that outside all by himself. Everybody going to be running the train down on the inside. Nathan finally making his way down to the inside as it is a 1, 2, 3, 4 for the race EPI trucks, followed by Robert Lawrence in the Team Conta.GG number 5 Chevy Silverado. And it looks like Eli Childs right behind him, working his way up here towards the front, already down in 2 positions from where he has started. But it's not where you start, it's about where you finish. And the 44, Clayton White, really high, coming up off of the corner. We'll go ahead and look and see what happened to him. The 55, James Harris, in that Toyota Tundra, making the pass on Clayton White along with Randy Richard. The 17, looks like, no, 77, Zach Henry looking to make his way up towards the front, and then right behind him, we got JJ McCoy, and then number 54, Havoline Chevy Silverado. A lot of positions moving up and down all the way through this field. As I was talking a little bit about how turn 1 and 2 is going to be a little bit different than 3 and 4. 1 and 2, a little bit more flatter than 3 and 4, a little bit more lifting, let the car rotate, get down to the inside in nice easy throttle position up off of the corner. Turn 3 and 4, you can go full throttle, but doesn't mean you should go full throttle. Meaning, it's more of a baked curve, you don't really have to lift as much. I would, just so I could save myself just a little bit more time with tire management. So I'll lift a little bit just to keep the truck underneath of me. You can go full throttle if you want to, but it's all up to you. As the number 98, Brenton Hunt, looking to get past here on the outside. The 54, JJ McCoy, looking to make that passes. It looked like Clayton White gets into the wall just a little bit. Casey Ryback, and then number 7, making his first start here in that Nitro, or TRD, excuse me, TRD Chevy, or TRD Toyota Tundra, battling side by side with Stephen Allen to take over the shotgun spot. Back up here to the top, and nothing's really changed. Still a single file all the way through. Looking at it now, turn 4 exit. You can see them all going down, and they're going to go ahead and go down into turn 1 entry, see what we can see. And Aiden Beerline trying to get side by side with Alexander Russell. He's going to be able to do it, and everybody's going to follow Aiden on that top side. Now everybody obviously going into turns number 3 and 4 going to dip back down to the inside, want to save their stuff. It's Brandon Himmel going to give a nice little bump to the 27 of Alex Russell. As Aiden and Alex going to do a little bit of bump draft, and Alexander going to go down low. Just in case if Aiden had that little bit of a run, he could take it whenever he wanted to. But Brandon Himmel going to be shoved to the outside. He's going to lose one position to Nathan Nicholson. Nathan going to take over the P3 position. And now Brandon Himmel may be under attack from the number 55 of James Harris. James Harris backs out of it, lets him get back down there. Now Aiden back to the outside, going to try to capitalize on the pass once again with our race leader. He's still looking. But Alexander Russell doesn't want to lose that lead. Clean air is the best air. Coming around to take lap number 12. Still good without the run. Single file racing for a lot of these drivers. Number 77 of Zach Henry. He's trying to get his stuff marked out. Zach Henry still trying to keep up with the number 54 of J.J. McCoy, who's now putting Randy Richard under siege. J.J. McCoy making the pass on Randy Richard. Going to look for the pass on James Harris once he gets caught up to the number 55. 15 laps complete out of 167. Again, complete, full-blown open iRacing or open setups can be used here. You have stages. You also have tire sets too. So 4 tire sets here tonight. Lap 40 is going to end stage number 1. Lap 80 is going to end at stage number 2. And then you have the long dash to the end to lap 167. This race is going to transition into a night race here tonight, as James Harris was passed by none other than J.J. McCoy, and now James Harris going to have to do a little bit of a defensiveness on the number 77. if he doesn't want to fall down the ladder a little bit more. Oh, James Harris is a little bit loose, going to tag the outside wall. Trying to keep it up there is the 24. Charles Edwards went off of the track. See him back there. He looks like he may have lost it just a little bit, but able to get it back going. 44 of Clayton White looking down the inside of Randy Richard. He's going to look to take over that position. Back here for P number 9. As they're catching it back up to the number 24. Catches back up to the number 44, Randy Richard, looking down to the inside. He's going to take over that position for the time being. In 20 laps, all green flag. Oh, big contact down to the inside. These two gonna run and go through the grass. Clayton White, Randy Richard. We saw that all unfold. The 44 getting into the wall and collecting the 53. So not what Randy Richard wanted to have happen here tonight, but back up front, Nathan Nicholson taking the race lead as he's going to start leading this thing. He's got Aiden Beerline down to the inside. Robert Lawrence using that way high side to get on around. He's going to propel himself up to P number 2. Coming up off of turn at number 2. And then number 27, Shane, able to get the outside lane working there. He's going to be able to pull ahead of these 3 trucks back here. Robert Lawrence just kind of, oh, big wreck. That'll be a caution flag as a yard sale on the racetrack. If you wanted a Robert Lawrence autograph, go ahead and go down to his garage areas. He's going to be signing those all day long. $10 will be the asking price of the quarter panel, the front clip, or anything that you'd like to have. As a caution, a flag is going to come out, and it looked like a little bit of net code starting off between the number 27 and the 40 right there in the middle of your screen. 27 on that outside, 40 in the middle, and then 13 down on the inside. And see if we just can't get a better camera angle of it here. Yeah, a little bit of net code. He's going to shove him down to the 13. 40 is going to come right back on up, tag the 5. 5's just wrong place, wrong time. Hard to the outside wall. The 40 in the outside wall. All right, right there. You see it. Yard sale. Both of those have $10. So $10 can get you right if you want some. If you want a little bit of some memorabilia from the number 5 of Robert Lawrence. Robert Lawrence setting down on pit road, getting that number 5 machine repaired, along with the number 40 of Brandon Hamill. Tough break for those two drivers, are running in the top 5 at the moment of caution. This series gets no fast repair, so it's kind of like the official iRacing series, where the trucks, obviously, you don't get any fast repairs. Hurry up, get your damage fixed, get back on out, and see what happens. Field double filing back on up, going down into turn number 3 and 4. I'm gonna go. Oh, excuse me. Going to get these drivers going back to green flag racing here momentarily. 27 of Alexander Russell, the 9 of Eli Childs, going to lead these drivers to the green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
The green flag is underway already. .27 gets a really good launch. all the way in and through. He's going to be clear of everybody coming off turn number 2. Down at turn number 3 and 4, JJ McCoy and Eli Childs side by side. Eli going to rip the way outside, no man's land. Eli's going to not lose only 1 position, but he's going to lose 2. Move him back down to P number 4. 10 more laps to end the stage. As top 5 or so, single file on back through. And you got everybody else kind of just relaxing, taking the time. Might have not used a set of their tires where, you know, others might have. Back here with the number 35, Blake Tidwell. He's currently running in the P number 7 position. He's going to go up to the top shelf to get around Steve Knight in the number 79. He's going to make that pass nice and easy. Or Ryan Pitcock, sorry. Now he's going to try to make the move on the number 79 machine. With 6 laps to go in stage number 1. Ripping the outside lane. He's going to get a 2 for 1 all in one corner. Gets on around the number 9 machine. Going to look at passing the number 98. He's going to be there. So Blake Tidwell, nice little surge here towards the end of the stage. See if he did a little bit too quick or if he did it too early. Or too late, I should say. He's going to propel himself all the way up to P number 2. So Blake Tidwell, all the way from the back to P number 2. He's got 6 laps to get to the race leader. And I think right now, Alexander Russell, I don't even know if he'll try and battle him for that stage win. I mean, Alexander Russell's sitting pretty in points, and there he goes right back to the outside, side by side for the race lead. Blake Tidwell, give him the race lead, up 16 positions from where he has started. Got himself all the way up to P number 1. 5 laps left into the stage number 1, so this driver did take tires. Yeah, he took tires. Pit stop lap on lap number 25. So tires of fuel for the number 35 machine, and he propelled himself up to the front. Back here toward the back, Stephen Knight looking to the inside, outside, onto the number 2. The number 2 is looking down to the inside on Eli Childs. Eli is going to go ahead and let them go on by. Eli Childs, one of those drivers that did not pit. So going to save those tires. Nathan Nicholson pit on lap number 25. But it's kind of just back here, just chilling. As the number 40 machine, Brandon Himmel, goes off track, comes back on. We're going to go ahead and go back and look at this and see what happened to the number 40 machine. As we're back race. Oh, just a little bit loose. Hits the cone. He comes back on track. No harm, no foul for the number 40 machine. We're coming down to 2 laps to go in stage number 1. And it's all this guy right here, Blake Tidwell, with the race lead. Blake not having the start to the season that he wanted to have. few DNFs, finishes back towards the back, but always comes out and tries to get a little bit better. Just talked to Eli about, you know, all he wants to do is get better, and here he's showing it here tonight. As long as he can learn and be better than he was the day before, then he is really fine. Is Blake Tidwell coming around to take the last lap of stage number 1. Nice and easy. Turns at number 3 and 4. And Blake Tidwell will be your stage 1 winner. Let the top 10 get all across the start finish line. I believe they will throw the yellow flag, and there it is. Stage 1 in the books. Blake Tidwell getting the stage 1 win here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and let these drivers go in, get their pit stops on in. And then we'll see if we just can't have a little bit of a chat with our stage 1 winner, Blake Tidwell. Wait till he gets caught back up to the pace car, and he'll dip down into pit lane, probably take some new tires. Just because of how hard he was running those tires. Pit road open this time by. Everybody going to elect to go down in. Looks like nobody electing to stay out, so everybody going into pit lane, get their full fuel service and tires. And we'll look and see what Blake Tidwell does here in the pit road. Right side's going up. Left sides are going up for the number 35 machine, and he's already coming up out of pit lane. As the 12 of Stephen Allen elects to stay out. So Blake Tidwell losing a little bit of time on a pit lane. Looking at pit road at times, Nathan Nicholson with a 7-second pit stop. Aiden Beerline with a 6-second pit stop. Alexander Russell with a 14. JJ McCoy with a 14. Blake with a 15. So his time's a little bit slower than everybody else out there. Go ahead and pull in our stage 1 winner. That's going to be Blake Tidwell. Get a little bit of talk from him. See if we just can't find him in the race chat. Yeah, not seeing him in Discord, so can't pull the stage 1 winner. We'll have to talk to him possibly, hopefully at the end of the race. But stage 1 in the books. Here tonight, Stephen Allen going to like to go down into pit lane that time by. Get the lap led. Smart move for the number 12. Pace car going to lead these drivers down the backstretch for the first time in stage number 2. Nathan Nicholson, Aiden Beerline going to Aiden Beerline and Nathan Nicholson going to lead these drivers to the green flag. Pace car dipping off into pit lane, this time by side. Nathan
green.
Elect to take the inside. He's out on a rail, outside lane, not getting going. Aiden Beerline caught sleeping on the restart. Top 3, top 4, top 5, single file. Eli Childs getting left out to dry on that outside lane. Stage number 2, Nathan Nicholson keeps it down on the inside. Probably wants everybody to go on around him. He's more of a tire conservative person for the first 10 to 15 laps. Then after that wants to take it on. As Alexander Russell tried to get on around Nathan Nicholson on that outside. Aiden Beerline blocks all the way down to the inside. JJ McCoy trying to get around. Aiden Beerline not able to make the pass. It's going to be Alexander Russell taking over the race lead from Nathan Nicholson. Towards the back. Still double file for a little bit of the most part. JJ McCoy, Rodney Pitcock, and Aiden Beerline 3 wide into turn number 3. JJ McCoy down on the inside. He's going to be able to make the passes there. So 2 for 1 in one corner. Oh, a little bit of a touch. And that's going to sand to the number 54 down to the inside. And a caution flag is going to wave here tonight for the second time at Texas. We'll go ahead and go back and see what happened to the number 54. Gets in the grass, just a little bit net code. Going to send the 54 down into the grass. Lock it up immediately. No harm, no foul to the number 54 machine. Not even going to hit the inside wall. And he's going to be able to get that number 54 machine back up and going. You take it back to the live scene here. Not really the start of stage number 2 that the 54 of JJ McCoy wanted to see. Getting a little bit of net code and then getting stuck along with somebody, then, you know, spinning it on out. Brendan Hamill back in a pit lane, getting those damages fixed. Robert Lawrence and Charles Edwards taking their machines to the garage area. Their races are done here tonight. So Alexander Russell able to take over the race lead once again for these drivers. But while we are under our second caution of stage number 2, I'm going to go ahead and get a nice little look from Mardone PC. We'll be right back. We are back. Mardone PC, the big sponsor for tonight's league race here at Texas Motor Speedway. Mardone PC giving the sim racers the edge that they need to have for the next sim racing debut, whether it be computers, components, wheels, rigs, anything that Mardone PC has to offer, they have it. So go over to www.mardonepc.com and get yourself set up with something good. When a complete Mardone sim rig, all you got to do is enter at mardonepc.com. I believe anything you buy gets you an entry into their get you into an entry for their complete sim rig. Find them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Brian Haynes coming on board with the big sponsorship for this league. So I want to thank him for doing so. If you haven't already and you guys are out there watching along with CRN, currently 10 subscribers away from hitting our 1,000 mark. So sitting at 990 subscribers. A little over 2 years, and CRN finally making its way all the way up to 1,000. So I want to say thank you to everybody out there who has liked, shared, subscribed to CRN. It's been one hell of a journey and a road to get us to where we are. So I want to say thank you to everybody out there that has liked, shared, subscribed to CRN. If you haven't already, make sure you share it around with your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your mom, aunt, dog. If you got a dog, goldfish, whatever you may have, go ahead and share it around with anybody and everybody that you know. Turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss anything that CRN has to offer, because we have something for you throughout the entire week. As pace car down into pit lane, Alexander Russell and Nathan Nicholson getting the restarts down to the restart zone and through turns the dog leg. You could say down to turn number 1 and 2, Brenson Hunt down to the inside, looking to take over P number 2 from Nathan Nicholson. He's got the preferred lane down to that inside. Nathan not going to fight him too much. He's going to move down behind Brenson Hunt. And you see everybody using that way inside lane to their advantage. Brady Richardson Randy Richard up to P at number 4, then number 53, Ice Cream Machine. Is right behind Randy and Aiden. They're going to be side by side. James Harris side by side with Rodney Pitcock. Rodney up on that outside, going to use that outside to his advantage on lap number 56. Next stage is going to end at lap number 80. Is a little bit of a higher arc for the number 99 of Nathan Nicholson. And then he's going to put himself back right where he was. The 2 and the 13 getting together to going to be able to get around the number 13 machine. And now he's going to start working on the number 53 of Randy Richard. He's going to be stuck on that outside going into turn number 3 and 4. Outside can work. You just got to do a little bit of pinching. Down to turn number 1 and 2 to giving a little bit more room to the number 13. But it's still going to be the number 2 machine getting around the 13. Thought about looking low on the number 53 machine. 53 kind of covering all of his bases. Blake Tidwell dropping all the way back to 15th position. Stage 1 winner. All the way back there. Come around to take lap number 60. Then we got 20 laps to go in stage number 1. Pickup almost got in the rear end of Randy Richard. They're going to be 3 wide, the 99 and the 98 and the 53. Backed out of that 3 wide scenario. Randy Richard getting 1 push from James Harris. Going to try to propel himself up to P at number 3 or 2. Nathan Nicholson on the outside. Randy Richard down on the inside. Right now, give P number 2 to Randy Richard. A little bit of pinching going on between the 99 on the number 53, 99 of Randy Richard, or 53 of Randy Richard down on the inside. Able to keep that momentum going. And while these guys are going to be side by side, it's going to allow their leader, Alexander Russell, to get a nice little bit of the lead. Randy Richard able to finally clear Nathan Nicholson down that inside. Randy Richard able to take over P at number 2. Is starting to pull away a little bit from Nathan Nicholson. Now he's going to try to work his way to the lead and see if he just can't get a couple more extra bonus points for that number 53 camp of Randy Richard. Nathan finally got down to the inside. Brenson Hunt being stuck on that outside. James Harris going to make the pass on Brenson Hunt. Now Nathan way up top. Nathan going to lose 2 spots, maybe even 3. Rodney Pitcock. No, they're going to be 3 wide going down the backstretch. James Harris down to the inside. Brenson Hunt in the middle. Nathan giving all the room to Brenson. Just because if he needed to move up, he had the room. Rodney Pitcock down to the inside. Nathan Nicholson making it 3 wide. No, he makes it 2 wide. Thinking about going through the middle, just not able to do it. And then Nicholson dropping down the field. Got to get back down to that inside. And work his way back up to the front of this field. Zach Henry going to move up top with teammate Nathan Nicholson. Help pull him on around the number 2, Randy Pitcock. Side by side, Rodney and JJ McCoy, the number 54 machine, who had the spin earlier in the night, able to make his way back up to P at number 8. Only up 2 positions from where he started. Randy Richard up 4. Brenton Hunt up 8. Also going to be 3 wide coming up off turn number 2. No, they are not. Nathan Nicholson going to go all the way down to the inside on James Harris. This is where all the bigger battles are. Is James Harris going to get passed by Nathan Nicholson down to that inside? He's going to battle back on that outside though. Not going to be able to be enough. Nathan Nicholson going to get clear. Here comes Rodney down the inside of that Chevy. Next week, Talladega. Nathan Abel. James Harris and the number 2, Rodney Pitcock. Hard up to the outside wall. Races may be done for the 2 and the 55. Gonna go ahead and look back here at the CRN replay. Gotta go back and see what happened to the 2 of the 55. The 54 are going to make it 3 wide. Now the 2, 55 meeting together. 2 to the outside wall. Oh, the 55 isn't that bad to the outside wall. The 2, Rodney Pitcock. Keeping it up onto the wall. Going to lose the right front quarter panel onto the Chevy Silverado. But nonetheless, pace car out once again. Lap number 72 out of 167. And I believe that might be stage end. Let's go up here and ask. Be right back. right, after talking to one of the admins, we're gonna go green for the end of this stage. So that was not the end of stage number 2. They're gonna race it all the way to lap number 80 on a lap number 73 out of 167. So this is gonna be fun to watch here tonight. Here we go. 5-lap dash to send it off to stage number 3. And this could get a little bit dicey for some of these drivers. Who wants the stage win more? The 27, the 77, the 98, the 99, the 9, the 54. Or could it come from somebody towards the back? Blake Tidwell, first car on fresh tires. Actually, no, I had lied. First car on fresh tires is going to be the number 44 of Clayton White back here on the outside. He last pit on lap number 72. Does he have what it takes to take the 5 laps and get up towards the front? Back up to the top though. Let's go to the 27 to the 99. Green flag coming on back out. 27 gets a great restart. So does the 98 though. One of the better restarts on that outside. But they're going to be side by side in a turn number 1 and 2. Zach Henry going to be able to take over P number 2. Bryson Hunt going to drop all the way back down to P number 4. Side by side with Nathan Nicholson. Nathan's got the preferred lane going in turn number 3 and 4. Alexander Russell looking to add another stage win to his notch. as he's currently looking to take stage win number 2. Two laps to go. Here comes JJ McCoy looking down to the inside. Not going to be able to be there. Made Nathan Nicholson double take. Nathan going to take over that P number 2 position. A little bit loose coming off turn number 4. Side by side with Zach Henry. Zach is going to give him a spot. Nathan Nicholson coming on around. Will try to work his way to the back bumper of the 27, but not going to be able to be there. Off turn number 3 and 4, Alexander Russell going to be able to pick up stage win number 2. Stage 2 win, excuse me. And that is going to do it for stage number 2. Top 5. Well, top 10 actually is going to be Alexander Russell, Nathan Nicholson, Zach Henry, Brenson Hunt, and JJ McCoy, your top 5. 6 is going to be Eli Childs, 7th, Aiden Beerline, 8th, Stephen Knight, Brendan Hemmel in 9th, and Stephen Allen in P number 10. Stage 2 in the books. Stage 2 in the books. Get ready to start stage number 3. First is going to be James Harris. Second is going to be Randy Richard. Third, Alexander Russell. Fourth, Nathan Nicholson. As James Harris elected not to pit that time, so he's going to be able to take the race lead. So James Harris going to like to take the inside. On Randy Richard.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back on out for the field. A little bit of loosey-goosey for a couple of those drivers. Down to the inside, Nathan Nicholson going to be able to take over the P3 position. Zach Henry back up to P at number 4. Alexander Russell looking to find a way around James Harris. Top 4. There underneath the blanket. James going to be stuck on that outside. 10 lap older tires than James Harris. James going to drop back down to P at number 4. Randy Richard back there in P at number 5, looking to take over that position from James Harris. Not able to get there though. To his outside is going to be the number 13 of Aiden Beerline. Is Aiden going to drop back down in lane? Randy Richard a little bit loose coming off of turn at number 4. Towards the back, just a gangle of cars. Starting off with, I believe it was Brenson Hunt, maybe? Yeah, Brenson Hunt. Down here on the inside. Because we're actually right on board with Eli Childs. On the nose of this number 9 machine. Try to just let off points, get back on throttle points, and see what he does. Already back on the throttle. Casey Ryback up on that outside. He's going to dip down to the inside on the number 44. Oh, contact! And Eli is going to get tagged. Caution is out. Not what you want to see happen right in front of you. I'm going to go ahead and go back to a quick CRN. Yellow flag is going to involve the Brenton Hunt and Casey Ryback up here in front. There's a little bit of net code. Started these two off. And then Eli Childs already committed to that outside lane. Tries to squeeze on by. Locks him down immediately. Is not enough. He's going to back it on into the wall. And Eli Childs is going to go down into pit lane to get those damages repaired. Eli Childs down to the pit lane and getting all that damage fixed. I'm going to elect to take as much time as he possibly can. Nathan Nicholson going to be able to take the race lead here tonight. safety car going to lead these drivers back around one more time. Coming up off of the corner of exit number 2. You see there, a lot of these drivers getting their time in on the racetrack. Going to see if Eli was able to get that car fully repaired. It looks like it is a little bit of a crunch on that left rear, but nothing too major. Green flag is back out. Nathan Nicholson with the restart. He's going to go ahead and pull away from P number 2, and P number 3 is Zach Henry and Alexander Russell going to be side by side. Alex is going to give up that P number 2, get back down to the inside. For the time being, Zach Henry was looking for the inside move on Nathan Nicholson. Backed out of it just in case something major happened. Zach Henry in that undercurrents, number 77. Trying to get underneath Nathan Nicholson. Does so into turns number 1 and 2. Backs out of it, lets him get the position back. Oh, James Harris, hard to the outside wall. Not sure what happened to him. Just having to see him slide all the way up to the outside wall. A little bit of bump drafting going on down the front straightaway. Zach Henry pushing Nathan Nicholson along. Down to the inside, it goes to the number 77, the 27 and the 13 go to follow the 77. So 3 for 1 in 1 quarter. For a lot of these drivers, Nathan Nicholson going to go ahead and let them go on by. JJ McCoy going to look to follow suit. And that he does. 50 move the 54 back up to P number 4. Up 6 positions from where he started. Zach Henry's up 7. Biggest drop's going to be Robert Lawrence down 11. JJ McCoy goes from the bottom all the way up to the outside. Aiden Beerline does not want to give up that position to the number 54 of JJ McCoy. JJ McCoy just kind of in the real estate of wanting to follow along. Be there at the end when it's all said and done. JJ McCoy just thinking about using that inside lane, just not enough rotation, not enough momentum to get the run on the number 13. Gonna have to regroup and try it all over again. Aiden Beerline gonna use that outside lane to his advantage and try to take over P at number 2. From Alexander Russell. JJ McCoy able to take over P number 3 everybody's single file throughout the racetrack, other than Nathan Nicholson and Aiden Beerline going to be double file. Well, we have a nice little green flag run. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of it. You'll love to hear it. Turn the mics down, turn the engines up. We'll be right back. And we are back. Had a nice battle all the way up at the front part of the leaderboards there the whole time. Just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're going to go ahead and go back here to the back. Is Ready Richard. As Ready Richard is under attack from Clayton White. Ready Richard under attack from Clayton White as we speak. Is Clayton going to be able to get down underneath of Ready Richard? Ready Richard going to run that way outside. Clayton White going to be able to take that position away. Now Eli Childs looking to make a move. Not going to be able to be there. Now Ready Richard going to try and do the same to Clayton White. 125 laps in out of 167, and man, oh man, does this race get a little bit more crazier. As looking at the chat right now, we got Barry Kistler out there rooting for Alexander Russell. He did go for Robert Lawrence, but Robert Lawrence took it back to the garage. Beerline Racing saying, let's go Beerline. Sean Novinger out there asking Barry who he had. Barry Kistler, I would have to agree. It is some great racing out here tonight at the world-renowned Texas Motor Speedway. It's definitely going to be fun. Green flag pit stop selected to come on up here momentarily. Not exactly sure how many laps they can go on to take the fuel, but it's definitely going to be a fun way to do it. We'll move on up here to JJ McCoy. He's got a window full of Aiden Beerline. As Brenson Hunt makes the move on the number 13 machine. Going to go ahead and ride on board with the number 54 machine. Show you the nose. He's got the Late Performance Industries number 13 right in front of him. He's going to look low on the number 13. Not going to be able to be there. Aiden going to cover that position. Down to sort of a 1-2. Brenson down to the inside. JJ McCoy on the outside. And there goes Aiden. Looking to the inside. Not going to be able to be there. JJ McCoy looks to the inside of the number 13. Going to be able to be there. He's not going to be able to make the move. So picking up a spot there, the 13 and the 54 side by side. Brenson Hunt 3 wide, 3 abreast. JJ McCoy down on that inside. Brenson Hunt with the run on that outside. Is he's able to keep it. Ready Richard into pit lane into this time by. Should be the final pit stop of the race for a lot of these drivers if they elect to go in right now. The 07 Casey Ryback going into pit lane this time by. Maybe we got a little bit loose. Yeah, Casey into pit lane. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed the racing here momentarily as JJ McCoy a little bit loose coming off the turn number 4. but able to keep it on the racing surface. The 35 and the 12 is Stephen Allen. Next cars up for battle. Randy Richard going to have the fresher tires. Eli Childs, he's got just a little bit more damage to fix, but could get it done here momentarily. Nathan Nicholson out there to a strong, oh, I don't know, probably 3-second lead, maybe, give or take. We're going to go ahead and show the timing tower real quick. No, just a 1.9 second lead to second place. Comes out the 07 of Casey Ryback right in front of the number 99 of Nathan Nicholson. Casey Ryback going to be able to use those fresh tires to his advantage and pull on away as Steven, Eli, and Clayton all in the pit lane this time by. Nathan Nicholson going to elect to go down into pit lane this time. Get that truck slowed on down. That's going to give the race lead to Alexander Russell. As he's probably going to want to go into pit lane this time by. He doesn't want to lose too much time. And by that, I mean, obviously with Nathan Nicholson going in on lap number 134, he's going to want to get into pit lane before Nathan Nicholson comes out of pit lane, or all that time that he gains as he's going to go in. Brenton Hunt going to go in this time by. He's barely going to make the commitment cone, and everybody's going to go ahead and follow him. Is Nathan Nicholson coming out of pit lane this time by Randy Richard and Blake Tidwell going to, or actually Blake Tidwell going to be on the lead lap. He's going to take position number 1. Stage 1 winner elected to stay out a couple more laps extra. Is the 99 of Nathan Nicholson. Coming on around, he's going to retake the race lead once Blake Tidwell goes into pit lane. Nathan Nicholson with the race lead, but it's going to be Randy Richard and Brenton Hunt in 3rd and 4th, respectively. Going to be 2nd and 3rd once Blake Tidwell goes down into pit lane. Blake Tidwell coming up off of turn number 3 and 4 right now through the dog leg, and then right there you got Brenton Hunt in 1 and 2. Blake Tidwell looking to go into pit lane this time by. Yes, he is. Nice little conservative into pit lane. As he will lose the lead when he comes back on out. These three right here under nose and tail between the 27, the 77, and the 54. Gigi McCoy leading the caboose. Zach Henry in the middle. Alex Russell, the lead car. Right in front of them, they got Randy Richard in P number 4. Brenton Hunt looking down to the inside of Andy Beerline. Trying to take over that P2 position. Brenton Hunt getting a little bit of help, getting loose there by the number 13. Going to be right up on the back bumper. Brenton Hunt going to follow right back in line. Aiden Beerline giving him a little bit of aero looseness through turns number 1 and 2. And Beerline going to let the car float all the way out to the outside lane. 26 laps to go this time by. Nathan Nicholson putting the number 35 1 lap down. Blake Tidwell losing 1 whole lap. Eli Childs in Steve Knight. Next cars on up there for the battle, other than that 5-car battle right there between the 13, the 98, the 27, the 77, and the 54. This is all Nathan Nicholson all the way up front, electing to pit 1 lap earlier than everybody else and make his way back up to the P number 1 position. Zach Henry touching some grass there momentarily, going through the dog leg. Nothing ended up happening though, as iRacing has updated the grass features here. You don't really have to worry about getting the car or truck super loose going through the tri-oval. Grass actually helps you slow down tremendously. It's not like ice anymore. JJ McCoy falling off just a little bit off of Alexander Russell and Zach Henry. Clayton White, Stephen Allen not on the lead lap. So this battle is not going to be for position. Stephen Allen looking down to the inside, try to take over that position on the number 44 machine, but not able to make it happen. Brenton Hunt still trying to find a way around the number 13 machine of Aiden Beerline. Seemed like once he got on around him, Aiden used that front bumper just a little bit, got him a little bit aero loose, and found his way back around the number 98 machine. Aiden Beerline try to keep that number 98 machine right behind him. 19 laps to go here at Texas. Brenton moving up the racetrack. Xander Russell having a little bit of internet connection issues there. But is back and we're able to move once again. Brunson Hunt wants that P2 position. But while trying to do that, that has elected the 27 and the 77 to catch the 98 and the 13. Now we have 4 trucks under a blanket. 98 looking down the inside. He's got to go. He's got to push the button. Side by side. Going down the backstretch. Now we're 3 wide, 3 abreast. Aiden Beerline going to back out of that. Doesn't want to get involved in anything. So move it. Brenton Hunt up to P number 2. 14 laps to go here at Texas. Brenton Hunt going to fall back down to P number 3. Oh, a little bit of a touch and a tangle there. A little bit of tightness for the number 98 machine. Able to keep it straight. Keep it straight and do what they need to do. Goes the 77 on the outside. Alexander Russell all the way down from the top to the bottom. Taking away that line. Going to get loose coming up off the quarter exit. Brenton Hunt back down there on the inside. Brenton Hunt doing whatever he can to keep that truck in contention for a top 3 finish. Oh, Alexander Russell get a little bit topsy-turvy up there. He's going to lose 3 positions. He's going to be loose. And he's going to make his way back there. Brenton Hunt going to run the outside. And he's going to look down to the inside once again on the number 77. He's going to take that position away from Zach Henry. I can breathe a little bit easier because now those 2 back behind him going to start battling just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the rear view of the number 98. And there you can see these 4 under a blanket. 10 laps to go. 9 at the line. Brenton Hunt not using the inside lane, going into turn number 1 and 2. Normally that is no man's land, but he's making it work on that outside. Just look at the run that he gets coming up off the corner, able to pull away from Zach Henry. Use the inside lane in 3 and 4. Is able to go. 7 laps to go here tonight. Still looking at the back of the 98, looking forward at the number 27. The 27 able to get back up to the number 98 machine. A little bit of an apron hit there from the number 27 of Alexander Russell. And Zach going to fall down the leaderboard. 6 laps to go. It's all Nathan Nicholson up at the top of the leaderboards. Making it work the way that it needs to. Alexander Russell get a little bit loose on coming out of turn number 2. Getting beer line, look at the inside of the number 27. The 27 is going to drift up the racetrack. You start to see what Brenson Hunt's doing. He's going to start doing it as well. Move up the lane. See if he can paddle that looseness off the corner. Still a little bit loose. But not as bad as we're eclipsed. 3 laps to go. And Brenson Hunt moves it back down to the inside. Still able to hold on to that P number 2. Alexander Russell, Aiden Beerline side by side, not giving any room to these two. 3 wide, maybe coming up off turn number 2. There's going to be Brenson Hunt with P number 2. He'll be side by side with Aiden Beerline. Dropping all the way down to the inside. Aiden Beerline looking to keep on adding up the podium titles. White flag this time by. Brenson Hunt trying to get the P number 2. Him and Aiden Beerline going to be side by side. Now this is where it could get a little bit dangerous. Where's that lap car going to go? Off of turn number 3 and 4, side by side is going to be a photo finish for P number 2. It's going to be Aiden, maybe. Yeah, Aiden's going to be able to get Brenson Hunt at the line by .0002. As Nathan Nicholson had a 2-second lead over, or a 4-second lead over P number 2. But man, that photo finish for P number 3. P number 2 was absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to go ahead and let Nathan Nicholson do his celebration here. Going to push the 13 on around. I think Aiden... Did he blow his motor? I'm thinking maybe... maybe he did. I'm not 100% sure. But nonetheless, while we get that figured out, we're going to go ahead and bring up the race results here tonight. Nathan Nicholson with the race win here tonight. Aiden Beerline coming home in P number 2. Third is going to be Brenton Hunt. Fourth is going to be Alexander Russell. Fifth, Zach Henry. Sixth, JJ McCoy. Seventh, Clayton White. Eighth, Randy Richard. Ninth, Eli Childs. 10th, Stephen Knight. 11th, Casey Ryback. 12th, Blake Tidwell. 13th is going to be Brandon Himmel. 14th, Stephen Allen. 15th, James Harris. 16th, Rodney Pitcock. 17th, Charles Edwards. 18th is going to be Robert Lawrence. I believe maybe that's it. Yeah. Yeah. That is going to be our top 18 on the board. As Nathan Nicholson done with his celebrations, going to go ahead and grab our third place finisher. That's going to be Brenton Hunt. Let's see if we just can't find Mr. Brenton. Bring in our third place finisher. That's going to be the number 98, Brenton. This is Dylan in the CRN broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, Brenton. One hell of a race there towards the end. Trying to hold off Aiden and Zach and Alexander Russell. Just couldn't get it done there towards the end. Got put on that outside, coming to the checkered flag, just by a mere 0.003 of a second.
Yeah, I got ran up the track, and I'm all fine with that. It's the last lap, but you do it twice, and that's how we're gonna race. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, last lap, but a couple more incidents after that. But nonetheless, I mean, kind of the first race out here tonight that I've seen you run. You ran phenomenally well in the number 98 Toyota Tundra. Next week, obviously, Talladega is pretty much more of luck than skill, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
So what's going to be the mindset for you? Is it going to be sitting towards the back and just waiting to the last 10, 15 laps? Or are you just going to try to be up towards the front and try to lead as many laps and try to get as many stages as you can?
It's more of a marathon. Make it to the end. See what you can do at the end.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. I mean, this way that I am whenever I get into a league race, especially at Talladega. But, Brenton, before we let you get on out of here, is there anybody on that number 98 machine you'd like to give a shout-out to? The floor is yours.
For sure. Got to thank Dustin, all the guys at Conti. Got to give a shout-out to Eli for inviting me, Chad, and Nick Holslander, all the time that they put in with me, and everybody that races Queen. I appreciate it.
All right, Brenton, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, celebrate that third place finish here tonight, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
Appreciate you, buddy.
All right, this is going to be our third place finisher of Brenton Hunt. Going to go ahead and move up to our second place finisher, and that's going to be the number 13 of Aiden Beerline. Aiden, long time no see, my friend. Back up in the top 3 positions. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. That was a fun race all in all. I think there was multiple 3-ride racing, and man, that was just an awesome race.
Yeah, not gonna lie, you guys threw me for a loop when you guys were going 3 wide. I was like, oh man, he's up in no man's lane. He's gonna get past like nothing, and then all of a sudden I seen him come back around, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe there is a 3-lane track now here at Texas, especially down in turn number 1. I mean, turn number 1, that's pretty much no man's lane.
Yeah, for sure. It just seemed like, I don't know what was in the track today, but it produced some really good racing.
Hey, really good racing all the way in and through. I mean, obviously you wanted to get the win just to keep capitalizing on the wins that you've been able to grab here towards the season. But I mean, you can't be too mad about a P number two. Obviously, you're still up there in the points. Looking at them now, you're looking to be at about probably P number two, if not P number one, after getting the win last week.
Yeah, for sure. The end of this race here, I was about to run out of fuel, so I was actually fuel saving like crazy, and I was really worried about points and how that would end up going. And well, I had like .005 after fuel saving to the good, and with like 2 laps to go, I said screw it, and I just started pushing it again. And right as I went to pass Brenson at the line, I ran out of fuel. So I'm beyond grateful that I, saved an inch enough, if that makes sense. If I would have saved like an inch less, it would have ran out of fuel, and our points would be way down below in the order. So I'm really grateful that we didn't run out of fuel, and we're up to on points.
Yeah, looking at it now, you're sitting in P at number two, looking about 54 points behind the race leader right now, which is going to be your teammate Zach Henry. So, he's got 1 win, you got 2 wins, but it's just the consistency. Everybody talks about the consistency. You and Zach, obviously, one of the leaders with the consistency out here tonight. But, let's talk about Talladega. That could be your friend or it could be your worst enemy. Which way do you want to look at it?
Well, we'll find out. I mean, any of these races can go any way. Everyone's so fast in this league, and 1 week someone's going to be fast, another week someone else is going to be fast. So just only a matter of time, and we'll take it lap by lap.
You got a good point on that one there, Aiden. But before we let you get on out of here, is there anybody on that number 13 machine you'd like to give a shout out to? The floor is yours.
Yeah, first off, I got to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, for watching all my races, EPI for supporting and giving out these wicked fast setups, all my teammates, Alex, Steven, Charles, Nate, and Zach, for running this league with me, and it's just been a blast. And Brendan's been running it with us a lot recently, and man, it's just a blast. You all for putting on the broadcast, Eli for putting on this league, and I want to also congratulate Nate and Brenson for top 3 finish with me.
All right, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Celebrate that second place finish, and we'll be talking to you again here momentarily, possibly next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right, this is going to be our second place finisher of Aiden Beerline. Going to go ahead and move up to our race winner. That's going to be Nathan Nicholson. Nathan, still in the CRN broadcast booth. You're going to copy.
Yeah, what's up?
All right, Nathan, you pretty much had the race that you wanted to have. You stayed out of trouble, saved a little bit of tires, did what you needed to do to find yourself up to the front. And once you got that lead, it was pretty much bye-bye, see you later.
Yeah, it was actually a lot of fun running multiple grooves instead of just running the bottom.
Yeah,
a lot more fun.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was telling Aiden. I'm like, I seen a couple people run the way tip top up in turn number 1 and 2, and I'm like, dude, that ain't gonna work. There's no man's lane, and then all of come out of turn number 2, they get the run. So okay, well, kind of fooled me there, but that's just the way that they did it with the new iRacing update, making it a multi-grooved racing all the way around the tracks. It just performed absolutely great racing. I mean, 3 wide for a lot of the time. You working your way back from the back to the front, taking your time with that, keeping the truck clean, like I said earlier. But, notching off win at number 3 here this year, and I don't think there's anything going to stop you from collecting more wins.
Hopefully I could get to do some more. I mean, that was probably the most fun I've had racing this track. I'm not really the biggest fan of Texas, but yeah, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you gotta race it.
Oh yeah, exactly. That I can understand, and obviously next week we got Talladega. Obviously not.
No, we're off for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. See, we're off. See?
Yeah, I think we're off till the first weekend of May.
Oh, okay. Well, that works out for us. Well, even though we're going to be off for a couple weeks, I believe we're going to come back to Talladega. Look at the schedule here. No, Kansas. We'll come back for Kansas.
Yeah, we go back to Kansas. Yep.
Yep. So the first weekend of May, obviously, it's going to be another draft type track of like Kansas.
Yep.
Obviously, we're going to see Nathan Nicholson do what he does here at Texas. You know, stay back, conserve a little bit, and then come to life later in the race. But, Nathan, before we let you get on out of here, is there anybody on that number 99 you'd like to give a shout-out to?
Not particularly. It's the same stuff I say every race. Nothing's really changed with it. So, probably not this race. I kind of really nothing to shout out, really. Well, except for the broadcast. And, Eli putting the league on, but that's about it.
All right, Nathan, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Celebrate that race win at number 3 on the season, and we'll be seeing you again in a couple weeks.
All right, man. Catch it.
All right, that's going to be our race winner here tonight. And just like you heard it being said from Mr. Nathan Nicholson, just an absolute great style of racing out here for the truck race here at Texas. I mean, everything was absolutely beautiful all the way in and through. But that's going to do it for myself up here in the broadcast booth for CRN. I want to thank everybody out there that has liked, shared, subscribed to CRN, helping us get through the algorithm. Can't wait to see you guys back down there on the track. But that's going to do it for myself up here in the CRN broadcast booth. Make sure you guys take care. Brush your hair.